Hey you guys, it's Andrea with Boudoir by Andrea Witt, and we're going to do a really quick editing tutorial. It's not a tutorial. I don't know who I'm talking to. We're doing an editing video because I want to show my clients what you don't get to see. A lot of times you get to see the end result, you get to see the final, finished, polished product, the image, but you don't get to see what it looks like before I go in and work my little magic. I like to call it putting my little cherries and sprinkles on top. You know what I mean? So we're going to show you, I'm going to edit a photo of me, and I'm going to show you all my stretch marks, scars, cellulite, varicose veins, wrinkles, body hair. I'm going to show you all the things because those are very normal. Congratulations, you're human. So we're gonna do this photo of me. Oops. There we go. The like buttons are super weird on here. I don't know why, but we're gonna edit this photo of me today. I feel like there's a lot of things in here that I can show you that will be good examples. So this is definitely not gonna be a like, hey, watch me. This is step by step how I edit. Don't be critiquing me. I would definitely be editing a client's photo way more in depth. But I'm just going to show you really quickly how easy it is for me to get rid of these things. You've got stretch marks on my butt cheeks, okay? I've gained and I've lost 70+ pounds multiple times over the last decade. I've got tons of loose skin that you don't get to see in photos. I'm also like early 30s, you guys. Aging, we'll do that. Goodbye collagen, right? I've got this cute forehead vein, which I think is so common, and like sometimes I have to warn clients like, hey, don't panic. When you're upside down, you have a vein on your forehead. I'm guessing you didn't know that because how many times are you taking a picture of yourself upside down? Right? So I'll probably fast forward through some of this, but I just wanted to show you guys what you can expect for me to be editing. Here's a line from my Spanx, because I like it tight, you know what I mean? Some skin inconsistencies. My skin was probably super dry if I'm being honest, but all right, let's just do it. Let's go. Okay, so let's look at these stretch marks. This is the last time you're going to see them for a minute until I show you the before and after. So already, let's take a look really quick. Look at how, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? That already looks so much better. There's some color differences there that I would go in and fix for a client, but I'm just trying to show you the gist. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. I don't know. This thing is like so slow. All right, we're gonna work on that cute little vein I've got going on here. Very veiny. Not like, oh, I'm so good vein, although some might say. Okay, back to work. Not even just like the vein on my forehead, but like look at all this cute texture I got going on. Your girl has hooded eyes. That is not makeup. That is just the shadow of my very hooded eye. I don't want it there, so we're just gonna get rid of it. Do you see what I see? Nothing. I see nothing. All right, back to fast forward. I'm just gonna crank this up for the sake of flying through this. Bye. Do you love it? That easy. I love showing this kind of stuff because I feel like there was a point in time with Boudoir where it was like we were really shouting from the rooftops how normal we were. And I feel like for some reason it's kind of gotten away from that in a weird way. I don't know how to put my finger on it. Like people, we're seeing more normal. We're seeing more natural looking bodies like in their natural state and not just the, but I don't know if you guys agree, but it almost feels forced. Like I feel like it's not, it's almost like people are doing it on purpose now. You know, like those companies that were like behind the game, like some big Ooh, I almost name dropped it. I almost accidentally said the name. You know, like those big name brand like lingerie companies or whatever that were totally behind as far as being inclusive. And like now it's like they're trying to catch up and act like they weren't, just ignoring the fact that they weren't inclusive for so many years. You know what I mean? It feels like that. So showing you guys this stuff I think is important, because then you can see you don't have to be like a freaking supermodel to come in. Even supermodels get pimples, honey. Even supermodels have hairy butt cheeks. I don't know which ones, but there's got to be one of them out there, right? I promise you, I've seen so many butt cheeks. The chances that there's not a model out there with a hairy butt is slim to none. Just saying. Right. Is that a mole? Is that a pimple? I don't know. I'm just gonna edit it out. Tons. We call them beauty marks. My daughter has this one on her arm, and it's actually, it looks more like a birthmark. But I told her, like when she was younger, like, because she thought it was like a bruise or something one day. She's like, I said, that was where an angel kissed you. And she's like almost 5 now. And the other day she came up to me, and I have, this is such a long story, long digression. I have this little obituary card from a funeral of somebody that I went to not long ago that was very, very special. And I had it in my office, and she, on the back of it, of the card, it was a picture of an angel. And she brought it up to me the other day, and she goes, Mommy, is this the angel that kissed me? And I could not believe that she remembered that I told her that an angel kissed her on her little shoulder where her birthmark is. So I feel like those are the little things that remind you to be very mindful about the things that you say, and how some of the smallest interactions with your kiddos have the biggest impact. You know what I mean? Okay, enough blabbing. What do you guys think so far? Looks pretty good, right? That was super quick. But looks darn near finished, I'd say. All right. I do have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. For quick, easy, done. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you is how I can shapeshift literally for something like this. And I don't typically do this for like all of my clients. This would definitely be something like a case-by-case basis. You know, I don't want to take a size 22 client and make them a 2. That's not what we're here to do. That's not what we're here to accomplish. We're here to help you love the current state of you. But like, check out my cute little bony bucket. Okay, I've got a little bony butt, and I did a little tiny tweak there. But if I wanted to, I could do some pretty big stuff, right? So the next time you see a photo of somebody and they look perfect and they've got the tiniest waist and whatever, my question is, do they really though? Or is it just Photoshop? Because you ain't never gonna know, honey. You ain't never gonna know. I mean, there's some, like, I don't know if you've ever been on, like, I don't even know if I should name drop, but like, have you ever been on a website with very cheap clothing? Very affordable clothing, I should say. And, you know, like the models are wearing lingerie, and you're like, wait a minute. Your waist is not that small, right? And it's like super obvious. There'll be like a pole, or like the wall behind them is literally like warped this way, and they're just like standing there. And I don't know if they're doing that Photoshop to themselves, or if they're paying somebody else way too much money to poorly Photoshop them. But sometimes it's super obvious, and I literally will waste time just scrolling through looking at the really obnoxiously obvious Photoshop waists on lingerie models. Anyways, I digress. So yeah, what are some instances that I would do this for a client? Let's talk about some of my ladies with larger chests, and you're getting in a bra and the girls are situated, but it's squeezing the life out of the back of your back or your arm or whatever. Like, that's not something you can help. And, you know, me posing my clients is going to be 99% of, you know, visualizing and seeing all the right things, accentuating and highlighting all of our favorite parts, while maybe minimizing some of the areas that we don't love at the moment. And not only do I not like minimize it, it's not like I'm hiding you. I'm just showing you a different variation, a different perspective on those places of you. I hope that that makes sense. I didn't mean to go on a tangent with this, but anyways, things like that, I can just tuck it in a little bit. You know, did you just see how I literally just gave myself a little bit of an arch here? Because these poor girls were like a B to a double D to I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. It's something. We'll just say it that way. But anyways, I just gave them a little fluff, okay? And if I do a little before and after, like honestly, this is me, obviously. And it's not like I would be embarrassed if this photo like that of me, like it is what it is. I'm okay. I'm at peace with who I am. I just find that like a little tweak, it does make a difference. So, you know, one of the things in the industry that I find is like a hot topic is like offering Photoshop and skin retouching. Is that hypocritical? And I think that everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but from my experience, what I found is I've grown up my whole life looking at women who look perfect like that. And I've seen those women and I've thought that I was less than them because I had all the human things. I've had stretch marks since I was like 8 years old, you guys, you know, and those are such normal things. The supermodel on the cover of the magazine has stretch marks, gets pimples, you know, has probably pooped their pants at one point. Like I don't think it's hypocritical for me to give my clients the opportunity to see themselves like they've seen every other model on the cover of the magazine their whole life, because it reminds you that on the day that you wake up feeling like crap, you're also that woman. So I hope you enjoyed it. Here is your final look. Here is before, after. Before, let's zoom in. After. What do you think? One final parting thought for you before you leave me. I hope you remember this video in the future when you start to poo-poo on yourself. And don't you forget, honey, the next time you're scrolling social media and you see somebody and they look perfect, Andrea told you, they probably pooped their pants at one point. Probably pooped their pants at one point. Probably pooped their pants at one point. They're not perfect. They have stretch marks, scars, and cellulite just like the rest of us. They just had a good photographer. Love you.